Well, put it like harm minimisation. So you want to obviously get the drugs out of the community. So you go after your high level importers and the people that manufacture it to obviously try and stop it from coming in, but you also try and get the lower people like the users and all that, any sort of treatment or rehabilitation through the courts. Everybody. There's no, it's not poor people, it's not, a particular group that live in Frankston or something like that. It's everybody. Everybody uses it. Doesn't matter how smart you are. Everybody. Bikie gangs are pretty big in Victoria. They're doing a lot of work. But then you've also got, in your sort of local suburbs, there's probably a cook, and he's just got his garage going and he's cooking it up and he'll deal it out to local people. There's been a few over the years. You've got people that have just got it on them. They're not under any effects at the moment, right through to the other end of the spectrum where, they're psychotic, they're having an episode at the time. We went to one guy one time that he was having some sort of episode and he thought that he had bugs crawling under his skin, so he was pretty much trying to rip his face off. And you've got others that, they see things. So it's sort of a whole range of what they experience. But it's usually just sort of some sort of psychotic episode, whether they're hearing things or seeing things. And obviously all the health issues that arise from the people that use it, and the cost associated then in terms of their treatment. The burden on our public hospital system is enormous because of ice. And then also just in terms of, the people that want ice offending so that they can afford the drug, all the burglaries and the thefts that they do. The crime stats were released, I think 2 weeks ago, and everything's on the rise. So, it has a massive impact on the community. It depends on what sort of episode they're having. If it's one where we went to one where they were seeing lights or something and the lights were blinding them and there obviously wasn't any lights. So you call the ambos down, and they can assess them, take them to hospital, whatever they need to do. But if they're violent or they're a threat to themselves, you'd restrain them if you'd have to. And then obviously the ambos would come down, they can sedate them, take them and put them in the back of their truck and take them into hospital. Oh, it can be anything, they're just very agitated. It can seem like, things are happening a million miles an hour for them. Yeah, just erratic. Things just don't make sense to them. It might be the cost, it might now be availability. Maybe there's more ice cooks in Victoria. So maybe the availability of the drug has increased.